Rob, let's go to Hawley. Hawley is sitting down with Rob. Can you tell the audience who Hawley is sitting down with in this clip? You know which one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Minnesota.
Keith Ellison, the Attorney General of Minnesota.
Okay, yep. Keith Ellison, the Minnesota Attorney General. Watch this.
Communist.
It is uncomfortable. If you've not seen the whole clip, which clip is this, Rob?
This is where they talk about being a pal and then telling
okay, good. This is good. But then I want to go to the other one. But this is a good start. Go ahead, Rob.
Whistleblowers came to you as early as 2019. Let's look. As early as 2019, whistleblower. Don't talk over me.
No,
as early as 2019, it's my hearing, pal. As early as 2019.
Don't call me
whistleblowers came to. Well, I should call you prisoner because you ought to be in jail.
Well, we'll see what you can do.
In 2000.
Pause it and go back. By the way, pause it and go back. Look what he says. The amount of audacity to react this way. Press play, Rob. Listen, folks.
2019, it's my hearing, pal. As early as 2019.
Listen.
Don't call me
whistleblowers came to. Well, I should call you prisoner because you ought to be in jail.
Well, we'll see what you can do.
In 2000.
Pause. We'll see what you can do about it.
The audacity.
We'll see what. By the way, who talks like that?
Somebody knows they're untouchable.
We'll see what you could do about that, Rob. Is this the clip about the $10,000?
I believe so. This was in your notes.
Okay, perfect. That's the one. Have you seen this $10,000 clip?
No.
You've not seen this?
I haven't. I saw.
Do you know the whole so the whole conversation he's having with them is he met with these folks for 54 minutes, and afterwards, 8 days later or so, guy gets $10,000, and Hawley's calling him out on it. It's disturbing. Watch this. Go ahead.
To help him.
Are you going to let me answer?
Please, we're all ears.
So first of all, you're cherry picking quotes out of there.
Why did you help him?
I thought you were going to let me answer.
Why did you
Are you
help
going to let
him?
me answer?
Why did you help
You
him?
let me answer and I'll answer you.
Tell the truth and I'll let you answer.
I will tell the truth.
Good.
Let's do that.
That'd be a nice change. Why'd you help him?
Now see, Mr. Chairman, I didn't come here to be insulted. I came here voluntarily.
You came here for the truth. Let's have it. Why did you help him? The quotes are here. They're in black and white, and every member of this audience can listen to the recording. It's 54 minutes long. It's all in public. You can Google it right now and listen to it.
And listen to it all.
Why'd you help them?
First of all, I didn't help them.
You did help them.
No, I did not. I certainly didn't.
You're saying you didn't do anything for them. You didn't.
Well, wait a minute.
I already have my team working on this again. That's not you?
I have my team assisted with the information that led to the prosecution and conviction of these people.
No, you didn't. You didn't lift a finger to prosecute them. No, you did not. You didn't lift a finger to prosecute them.
Federal prosecution.
You had, BS. You had whistleblowers come to you as early as 2019.
You're the one talking BS.
Hey, listen, it's my time.
Doesn't know what you're talking about,
sir. No, sir. You now have encountered the truth and you don't like it. Why'd you take their money? Why'd you take their money?
I didn't.
You took $10,000.
No, that's a false statement.
$10,000 9 days after the meeting.
False statement.
You took $10,000. Here's what happened. They went to your office.
They
solicited money from you. They solicited help from you.
That's also wrong.
They came to your office. It was your official office. You met with them for 54 minutes.
No, they didn't.
They asked you for help. You pledged it to them, and they talked repeatedly about money. In fact, it's all they talked about.
That's a lie.
Money, 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 money. They said, we will put our dollars in the right place. We will support candidates that will fight to protect our interests. You replied, that's right. They said, if you are securing your donor base and securing your power base, you can act the way you want. You replied, money is freedom. They said the amount of money circulating, I'm reading the transcript, the amount of money circulating in our community today is powerful, and we haven't realizing it in a meaningful way. And you said, give me the specifics. And 9 days later, you took $10,000 from people who were then indicted. It's in your reports. Why did you do it?
Sir,
was it worth it?
He's
you know what? This is a theatrical performance.
10,000. This is the truth. This is what accountability looks like, of which you've had none. You helped fraudsters defraud your state and this government of $9 billion, and you got a fat campaign contribution out of it. You ought to be indicted.
True. Well,
that's the truth.
I think we've made the point. Let's keep the tenor just
for the record.
I'll ask how I want.
He's lying, and that's the truth.
Oh no, this is all on the record,
sir.
Did you bother to? Did you bother to investigate where the money that you facilitated their fraud for, where it went? Why'd you help them?
So,
Are you gonna let me answer?
so for people to understand, this guy works with Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar, they're all on that same little crew, and with the major fraud.
Ilhan Omar.
All the fraudsters were going to him saying, "Hey, listen, we're doing this," and they're
No. Here's what it is. What he's talking to him about. December 11, 2021. Hawley's accusing Ellison of on that they met with individuals later charged in the Feeding Our Future fraud scheme.
Yeah.
A massive COVID-era nonprofit fraud scandal. Hawley claimed Ellison took campaign contribution totaling $10,000 from those individuals or their associates shortly after the meeting, saying the donations came 9 days later. That's the exchange during COVID.
To basically help them not get crazy sentences or look out for them.
Yes.
The question is, Pat, and he might be right, is it all theatrics? Because unless he gets legitimately investigated, and if that's true and he's taking those donations, he should be arrested. He should be put in jail. But it seems to me like people like Tim Walz, Ilhan Omar, they do whatever they want. They sit in front of the camera, they spit all these threats and all this, you're Hitler, you're Nazi, and weaponizing people to go in front of ICE, and nothing happens to them. Nothing happens. There's zero accountability. Ever.
Tom.
Ever.
This is what upsets America, is they believe that there's two systems of justice, this one and that one. I get a speeding ticket. We all get speeding tickets. That's what they feel, and there's no way out. And then they feel that people that are robbing them blind, committing fraud and crimes of the highest order, high crimes and misdemeanors, they feel that people get off. And this guy is on a congressional hearing. A performance like that at the congressional hearing with all the stuff that Hawley was talking about should be referred to the Department of Justice for a formal investigation, grand jury behind closed doors, and indictments, if this is what's happened. But this is not what happens, because things are so corrupt, Pat, they can't get the grand jury together. They can't get the indictment brought down. These things should be happening. People should be in prison, Vinny. But he is sitting there, look at the amount of hubris and the cockiness. This guy's sitting there. And he is the first Muslim elected to Congress and was the first African-American representative. So he is there also protecting a tribe of like-minded individuals. And they're all protected. Look at the cockiness, even with backing off, that Governor Walz still has. Look at that. It disgusts me, Pat. This should be referred to the Department of Justice, and indictments should be brought down. But they don't happen. And this is where American people say, nothing's going to happen, and there's two systems of justice, and the American people sits at 17% confidence in all of it.
Yeah, by the way, I found the recording, just so you guys know. The 54-minute, and there's the shorter clips. I found a recording. I found a bunch of them, on what he's saying on tapes. Rob, I just sent it to you. Do you have it?
Yes.
Play one of them. Let's see what he's saying here.
I'm very concerned about it. I don't run the agencies.
Absolutely.
But let me just finish by saying, but often the agencies call on my lawyers to represent them. And so it's good that we're talking, because we've been in a series of conversations with Jody Harpstead as late as a week ago on how you cannot crunch down on these, because here's the thing, is as big as you are collectively, most are pretty small. And you're running small, tiny businesses out of business over nothing. And a lot of times,
Bob, I just sent it. You can pause it right here. Can you listen to the 4 I send, the entire 54 minutes there, but don't listen to the 54. In the 4 clips, see which one says the $10,000. Adam, your thoughts on this?
So here's my deal. Number one, Josh Hawley.
By the way, just to feed the future, this is the $250 million scandal that they got caught on.
Yes.
And then that's a part of the $9 billion. But Hawley here specifically is targeting the $250 million and then saying you got $10,000 in contributions. Go ahead.
So here's what I think about this guy, Keith Ellison. Well, first, let's address the elephant in the room. Josh Hawley's a rock star. Whatever this guy wants to do politically, I think he's based in Missouri, I want to say.
Correct.
Yeah. Wow. This guy just born for TV, good looking, sharp, informed, like all the good qualities. Let's see where this guy goes in his career. Number 2, Keith Ellison. I'm so glad people are starting to learn this guy's name, because people have probably heard it. We don't really know what this guy's about. This guy is where 3 major things meet. Progressivism and ultra-far leftism meets with Islamism, meets with globalism. So if you want to understand why Minnesota is a complete piece of crap burning in the streets, look no further than this guy. Now, we got to give a shout-out to Tim Walz. He gets a lot of the reviews. We got to give a shout-out to Ilhan Omar and marrying her brother and getting Somalians to continually vote for the Democratic Party. And we got to give a shout out to Jacob Frey for continuing to pander to the Somalian community. We get it. They're all complicit, in my opinion, in the waste, fraud, and abuse, and specifically fraud. But Keith Ellison is the Attorney General. Is that his job?
AG.
So if we're going to, heavy is the head that wears the crown. If we're going to put everything on Pam Bondi, who's been there for 1 year, how about putting it on Keith Ellison, who's been a congressman, and Attorney General for decades in Minnesota? So tip of the spear goes no further than Keith Ellison. And you're right. He was the first Muslim, Tom, I believe, that was elected to Congress, swore on the Quran. Where do you think Mamdani got it from? And then he was also the person that I want to say was in charge of the Derek Chauvin, George Floyd thing. So if you want to thank anybody for making George Floyd the martyr on the left, look no further than Keith Ellison. This dude seems to me very corrupt, and I'm very glad that Josh Hawley is calling him out.
A new Faith Over Fear hat is coming soon to a theater near you, but I just wanted to say, this morning I was listening to Billy Graham, which, Pat, you told me to listen to him. You're like, Vinny, dive in and listen to him. So I'm getting ready in the morning. I'm just listening to Billy Graham, and he said something that I hadn't heard in a while, and it was the Apostle Thomas. When Jesus rose from the dead, Thomas wasn't there to see the resurrection. So Thomas goes, I'll believe that he rose if I get to put my hands in his wounds and in his side. So then he finally sees Jesus, and he goes in there. He goes, God, Thomas, God, put your hands in here. And Jesus looks at him and goes, because you have seen me, you believe. Blessed of those who haven't seen me and still believe. And in that moment, Tom, it hit me. He's talking about us. Okay, we weren't there. We didn't see Jesus walk. We didn't see him die. We didn't see him rise from the dead, but we believe, and that is faith in real time. And he's talking about us. And the last one, you mentioned the story about the Nigeria that we're sending 200 troops. Trump is sending 200 troops. They're saying they're not going to do anything crazy, but think about that. Think about the priests. Think about the parishioners in those churches that were bombed and murdered and slaughtered, and they were in that church praying and saying, please help. That is faith over fear in real time. And that's what we're about. And that's what the brand is about. And I can't tell you how many people see me with the shirt, because the shirt's on the back, and just tap me on the back and go, I'm with you. Or they see this hat and they go, where can I get that hat? So you can go on vtmerch.com, get the hat. We have the hoodies. We have Here Am I, Send Me, which is Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8 as well. But yeah, just go to vtmerch.com and pick it up.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.